Alright. Oh, God, Peggy. Oh, these are... Oh. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, I see what's happening. Also, you guys... Are you ready for this? Are you ready for... the background? It feels like something's missing, though I'm not sure what. Anyway, morning. And a haircut. Yes, a haircut. Yes, thank you, Renee. I got a haircut. I forgot. Yeah. So yeah, this green screen, perfect. So good. That'll be up shortly. Man, we've been so busy. Oh my God. Oh, we've been so busy. Oh, a lot of screaming in this house. A lot of working and then stopping to just scream into the void. You really don't realize how much stuff you have until you move. Anyway, I'm gonna read some of these alerts because some of these alerts are from Friday. If you didn't know, Friday during Pokemon, which is our last gaming stream in this house, we lost power. And it did not come back on, which I'm pretty sure has never happened before. We lost power at 9:30, so we only got the stream for about 90 minutes, maybe 2 hours. And, yeah. Then the power went out. And it didn't come back for 2 hours. Oh, thanks.
Can you move your phone?
Yeah.
Thank you. I gotta go get my yogurt. I couldn't carry all the things.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Anyway, as a result, there's a few alerts that we didn't get to read because the power went out and the stream ended, and it's quite entertaining. I'll tell you from the VOD side of that, because on the Twitch side, like, power goes out, stream's done. On our side, everything's connected to battery backups, so it keeps rolling, but we're in the dark. So, like, everything is still there, except we're in the dark, and we're like, that's not good. And then we give it a second, like, hoping that it's gonna come back, and it doesn't. And we're like, cool. The lights aren't on battery, because that doesn't make any sense. But all the equipment is, so, like, we didn't lose anything.
Why were the lights flickering, man?
Huh?
The lights were flickering. Like strobes.
Yeah, that wasn't the battery backup. That was, like, the power trying to do something. Yeah. Anyway, all right. I said I was gonna read stuff. I promise I will. So we had 2033 from Lost Vagabond says, I was going to use this for one of Chaz's special Pokemon, but this seems more appropriate.
Can I get the glasses cleaner?
And again, that was Friday. What?
Can I get the glasses cleaner? Right there.
Yes. You couldn't do it.
No.
Goodbye, High P.
Thank you.
Then we had Peggy this morning from Anise, 2750, says, Peggy to start the High P train? So we had double Peggy, but one was from the past.
Oh no, she can time travel.
Kind of. When the power goes out, it is possible sometimes for Peggy to time travel. We had 5 gift subs from Mark from Vermont to Incredulous Passerby, Jotnama's Eerie Snow, Cregan, and Man Captain Pokey. Mark, thank you. Chill Days also gifted 5 subs to Aaron the Baron, Lumina 100, Alapi, Legend of Genji, and Yami Bell 33. Chill Days, thank you. Okay, so these are... I'm going to read these alerts. I don't think there's any way for them to display because the way that we have things set up is like there are certain alerts that display for certain things, and it cannot be shown if we're not in Pokemon mode. But I'm going to tell you about them anyway. There's just a few of these, but I'm going to tell you. There was 1144 from Caruso, who said, hey, look, it's a bird y'all caught. That was Articuno. So just imagine, I'm just going to do it for you. You caught Articuno. Okay, there's that one. You're welcome, by the way. 11 months from UZ. 1234 from Caruso says, what Pokemon is it that it takes the rest of my bits? Caruso caught Stantler. And it's the little Stantler thing. Okay. So we're good. We're covering these. This is fine. This actually is probably... This seems identical to what Friday is. Item Crafting Live with the 1213 bits says, come on, blue one, please. Item Crafting Live caught Shuckle. This is my Shuckle, by the way. This is Shuckle. This is what Shuckle looks like.
Uh-huh.
There we go. And I think that was it. Is that the... Oh, thank God. Okay. So there's the only alerts I'm pretty sure that we didn't hit.
Yeah.
Thank God. I don't have to do more than that. We also had 23 months from ZZJet64. 45 months from Satsy, 38 months from Spark Strikes, 26 months from Throw Down, 17 months from Derpidius Badu, 45 months from Chrissy G, 8 months from Kennedy, KJK 2016, 20 months from Tiger, 19 months from Bacon Bit, Chill Days gifted a sub to Jace Book, 22 months from Willie Joel, 15 months from Genesis, 44 months from Ultra Husk, 44 months from Renee, 6 months from Soliloquy 00, 16 months from the Slick Duke, 38 months from Shy, 33 months from Elio Hyena, 18 months from Royal Moist Pony. JD in 1997 gifted a sub to DS5000. Chill Days gifted a sub to Purple Poyo. 11 months from Sting ACG. 45 months from PHNM Anorak. 36 months from Colin4501, who also sent in 300 bits and said clown. 7 months from Flip Bentel. 2 months from Jimmy RCG. And Chill Days gifted a sub to Beckett Brass. Okay, I skipped over the bit alerts with words. Now I'll go back and do those.
So this is like plain Greek yogurt. Like, it kind of tastes like sour cream. But I put some of my jam in it. My strawberry kiwi jam that I made. Yeah. And it's really good. Like, better than any of the flavors in the grocery store.
I believe you.
You don't want to try it? Okay.
No, I have bread.
I packed up all our plates.
Yeah, we don't have plates anymore. I have bread on a paper towel with no topping. So just bread.
Just bread.
But slightly hard because it's cooked.
It's cooked a second time.
Bread's so good we cooked it twice. So I'll get to the other alerts in just a moment.
But you want to eat bread?
I'm taking a few bites out of this bread. So the shelves are gone. We gave them to friends. They are out of our lives.
You can see where they were screwed into the walls.
Yeah. We have been real busy.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if other people feel this way, but Mal and I had a conversation yesterday where we realized that for every major event in our life, we always wish we had one additional day. So with all of this moving going on, the plan has been that we would like physically move our bodies and live in the new place this week starting Thursday. And we're going through everything yesterday, and yesterday was like nothing but packing. And as we're getting near the end of the day, we're like, if we had one more day. But it's always like that. Every time we go on a trip, we're working to get things done, like with work stuff the day before, and it's like, if I had one more day. And I was like, what happened in our lives?
We need to start pretending it's a day earlier.
The next time we have a trip, you need to just lie to me and be like,
I do that sometimes when we leave for like appointments.
You need to be like, it's this day, and then my brain will be like, it's this day, and then maybe I'll actually get things ready early enough.
And then you can recover a day before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But moving is worse. Moving is worse than a trip.
Yeah.
Because it's like a vacation, but you're taking all of your belongings. And it turns out that's hard. It's really hard.
Did we find cardboard John? Yes. He was in the closet.
We found him. We got him. And that's it. That's the whole story. We got him. We saved him.
Rescued.
We rescued him. All of him has survived. He's alive. He's good. How's my knee in chat? So my knee, that's a good question. My knee is actually better. I would say it's better. I haven't been crawling around on my knees. So maybe it would hurt, but I don't think it would. I think it's basically all fixed. My chest is a mess, so I try very hard not to sneeze. On the off chance that it's going to be a bad day. Who knows? Every day, kind of a crapshoot. But lately, more bad days than good, and I don't know why.
It's probably flared up.
Yeah. I'm kind of looking forward to moving just to see if, like, maybe, there's, like, some aspect of, like, allergies or dust in the house or something.
Well, we were aggravating a lot of dust.
Right? Yeah, so that might help.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, stress doesn't help because, like, stress can cause inflammation, which is the problem. Is that that cartilage around the sternum is inflamed. So sneezing makes it worse, but also if I just was not as stressed, that would probably help. And I can always tell when I've entered into like really stressed territory, because I have eczema that like I keep relatively under control. And there's a point in which if my stress is real bad, either I will already like consciously be aware of it, but if I'm not consciously aware of it, I'll be aware when my hands are like full of eczema, and I'm like, oh, I'm extremely stressed. And yeah, I'm extremely stressed. I'm making it through, but I'm real ready to be done with this. Real ready. Real ready.
I told Steven, because I've been packing the rest of the house while he does equipment stuff. And like, I'll start in one room and I'll be packing. And then I get overwhelmed by how much is left. So I go into another room, which you think would be worse because I haven't started in that room yet. And I'll start packing until I get overwhelmed in that room. And then I'll move to another one. And then I've just been kind of going through room by room, and I'll come back to a room.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, oh, there's so much less here than the other rooms, and I'll work some more.
It's been It's been difficult.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's going fine. It's going fine.
As long as I'm packing and not sitting.
It's fine.
Yeah. Do you wish you had some jam now?
No.
Okay. Where's Kepler?
I have no idea.
I have not seen him all morning.
Last night, I actually lost him. I had no idea where he went. At one point, I looked for him, and I could not find him. And I was like, where did he go? I looked in all the normal spots. Couldn't find him. And then, at some point...
I mean, I fed him before I brought you your toast.
And then at some point, I had been working up here. I went downstairs, and he was standing in the kitchen. I was like, where have you been? Don't know. Like, the dining room looks like a box maze, so...
I haven't seen him in there.
I haven't either. But maybe we haven't seen him in there because he's hiding so well. Sorry, bread is dry.
I would have put jam on it. We still have jam.
I didn't want to trouble you. And I like bread just as the bread. It's fine. I'll resume reading these in a minute. Mouse Studios packed.
Yep.
It's like
I mean, there's
weird...
still stuff in it that needs to go in boxes.
Yeah. But... it's a wild experience, like, to walk in there.
When I took the shelf down, that's when it got wild.
Sorry.
I know.
Sounds like the beginning of the worst party ever. When I took the shelf down, that's when things really got wild.
It is the worst party ever.
It is the worst party ever. It's the worst party ever. Alright. Back to this. 300 Bits from Radio Dread says, regularly scheduled clown test. Gotta make sure they're working. And still as chaotic as they should be. And then another 300 from Radio Dread says, now that the train is here, I'm choosing something else. How about that salt? Pretzel salt. I wish we still had some pretzels. I ate all of them.
Maybe for this next Christmas.
This Christmas. Okay, it's too early for that.
You didn't get enough sleep.
It's too early. My brain knew that is the song, and then it was like I couldn't remember. I forgot that far in that I was going to sing about pretzels. That's all the further I got. Let's Christmas. My heart is here. Here it is. This is my heart. Someone help me, 'cause I'm bleeding out. This is my heart.
What's the Christmas song? Let's.
How did I get this? There's no holes in my chest, but I can tell that this is my heart. Pretzels.
When he jumps on your lap, will you take a peek? He was just in the box.
Take a... Oh, in his butt. Did you make poop?
Kippies? Come here.
Did you make poop? Did you make poop? Did you make poop? Did you squeeze a turd?
Okay. Come here.
Let me look. Let me look. You need to walk like one step forward. One Kepler step forward. Oh, he looks good.
Okay.
He looks good.
That long tail.
Hey, Bobo.
That extremely long tail.
And sit.
Hi, cutie.
Did I just make that sound? Is that a sound from, like... Was that just a new sound? Did I just do that? I guess I just did that. That was 300 from an Kitty. Says, wake up clown test. That's a new clown. I just did it. That was like shuckle or something. That's a shuck clown. You know, sometimes you say something and then you have to pause and you're like, is that okay? Like it's like a it's like a portmanteau of two words, and then you're like, did I say something illegal? Like, that happens sometimes with me, especially. I'll just like make up a word, and then I'll stop and be like, nah, is that okay? I'm like, it's hard to tell sometimes. I'm not sure. 300 bits also from Satsy. It says, this Christmas I gave you pretzels. The very next day you eated it all. This year, to save you from tears, I gave you a bunch more pretzels. I did eat all my pretzels.
You said that, yes. There's still pretzel salt, though.
There is still pretzel salt. It doesn't do me as much good.
But you eat the pretzel
unless
salt.
I just want to increase my sodium to scary amounts and upset Noah. That's like the only thing the pretzel salt is good for. Alright, 500 bits from Mysterious Green Thunder. It says, good morning, grandparents in chat. Can I get some good vibes? I'm going into surgery later to get my wisdom teeth removed. Yeah, good vibes.
Yeah, good vibes. I remember that surprisingly well.
Mm-hmm. We talked on Breakfast Stream before about Mal having her wisdom teeth out and the experiences after of, like, eating the ice cream.
Ice cream's good. So is, like, sorbet and stuff.
God, sorbet is a thing that you just don't think about.
It is if you can't have milk.
Oh, that's true. I like sorbet. I just haven't had it in forever. Mm-hmm. We used to buy it during in summer. My family would buy some. And it was nice to have. We'd eat like watermelon and have sorbet. Now I want that. 300 bits from Gold Major says, I started opening at work at 8:40, 2 hours early, and didn't notice my mistake until I got the Twitch notification for Breakfast Stream that I thought I missed. And then realized. Oh. Well, you know. I'm sure that work appreciates it. Thanks for coming in early. Work, thankfully, is a 1-minute commute. Oh, that's good.
That is good.
That's real good. Well, go home and go back to sleep. Like, well.
I wish I could do that.
We got 300 bits from Chem1 Noob. It says, bonjour, Stephen et Mal. I'm on a trip to Paris. That's how they pronounce it in France. And just went to Musée des Orsay.
Musée d'Orsay?
Couldn't help thinking of Mal when I saw Surratt's practice pieces for a Sunday afternoon. That's cool.
Yeah.
We have not seen that.
No. They are not with the painting.
Mal's never been to
France.
Francois.
No.
No, never been there.
No.
But I have.
No, I'm telling no to the pronunciation.
So anyway, 22 months from James EP, 45 months from Phantom SVT, 300 from James, who also says, good morning all. I'm happy to inform that after stressing for a month of waiting in anticipation, I will officially be a middle school history teacher this fall.
Congratulations.
Congrats. I mean, first off, that's exciting news, but I think part of the excitement, aside from just like, oh, this thing is happening, is, oh, the stress is over.
Yeah.
It's like it gets lumped into the excitement, but also I think there's almost a part that's worth celebrating in, like, oh, I don't have to like stress out anymore. So part of it is like, I'm excited that I got this position. The other part is I don't want to have to stress.
I don't know what it's like for core subject teachers, like history, science, math, English, reading, like those core subjects.
All the subjects that matter.
Hey. To the government.
Yeah, all the subjects that matter to the government. Yeah.
But like, I didn't have a curriculum. And one year I got my job very close to when school started, and I had to basically make up a curriculum as the school year progressed. I was only ever like a week ahead in what was going to happen.
Yeah.
And I had to do that for every one of my classes that I taught. But then after I had been there a while, it was like, okay, I've been teaching a ton of Art 1. I did Art 1 last year. Just gonna tweak a few things that I had done, and I had, I knew we'd do color, and then we'd move on to form or whatever we were doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then one year they gave me like 4 new classes right away. But I knew in the middle of the summer, so I remember being at Chaz's house and talking to Jeff because I was teaching photography and talking about what we should talk about in classes.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to prepare like 2 months in advance, and it helped me so much. But sometimes when you have a curriculum, like sometimes they're like, this is the textbook and you follow the textbook.
It just really depends who you're with.
Yeah.
Also, hopefully folks know that I'm being facetious when I call out art. I went to art school. I'm in on it. The things that are important to schools. Sports. Math.
English.
The other sports.
The not football sports.
Art, like art, drama, any other thing that could be even vaguely considered artistic. But at the top, you bet your bunions, sports ball.
My high school spent...
The coach that's been there for 17 years says, "Hey, why ain't we getting new uniforms?" "Oh, don't worry, Coach McGinsky, you are." "No, I mean, why aren't we getting the new ones halfway through? We should get the new ones at the start, and then get new ones in a few months also. We are non-stop, new uniforms and Gatorade just coming out of the walls. I want to tap in the wall for Gatorade."
Anyway.
Sorry, I'm not bitter about any of it.
My high school that I went to, not the one I taught at, but the one I went to, I remember, like, our band uniforms were 20 years old when I was in high school. They are now, like, over 30 years old, and they're still the same uniforms.
Oh, band gets it bad.
And they're white for some stupid reason, and we had red plumes, and they bled when it rained.
Yep.
So, like, the white hats all got dyed a little bit red where the plumes go in. And then, recently they built an indoor football field at the school I went to. It looks like a...
What do we do when it rains?
It looks like a professional training camp.
When it rains, we gotta continue to play the football. But now we gotta do it inside. for just a small sum of $720,000.
I mean, you're right, Jay Bomer. I mean, my school won, like, state football conferences, like, 7 years in a row.
I mean...
But it still is, isn't
it interesting how when you put money into a thing, your school excels at the thing? That's kind of funny. Huh. Well, I don't know. I just, the football team seems to be excelling, so we've been putting money into the football program. The art program doesn't seem to be going anywhere. The annual budget for the art program is 6 nickels.
That's how it felt teaching sometimes when I was given my budget. It was like, 6 nickels.
I remember Mal and I would work on the budget and try to figure out things that she could do that year with the students with what was honestly a hilarious amount of money. Oh, hi, Poggy. How you doing, bud?
Yeah.
The demeanor of Poggy is like he showed up
and
realized there's no furniture, and he was like, oh, okay, there's no furniture. Okay. Anyway, that was from Grabobly. Says, gotta get in one of the last Poggies of the house. Grabobly, thank you. Also, yeah, how wild. The Breakfast Stream song by Hutaba came on. There's a Breakfast Stream? It's very, very old. It's very, very old, and you can find it on the internet. But yes, actually fairly early on. It's so funny because we had been doing Breakfast Stream for like a few months or something, and Hutaba made this song, and at the time it was like, wow, we've been doing Breakfast Stream for several months, or whatever, and now it's like, we've actually been doing Breakfast Stream for like a million years. Anyway. There we go. Fossix has got the link for you if you want to enjoy it on your own time. I'm almost done with my bread. I finished my coffee before my bread, so that was dumb.
That was dumb.
That was dumb. Shouldn't have done that.
Hi, Kippy.
Okay.
It was really hard teaching when I started elementary school, my first teaching job.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought there were supplies, and then it turns out there were no art supplies at all.
Yep.
No
None.
art supplies. None.
Yep.
I saw a cabinet full of watercolor, like the tray watercolors you remember from like first grade. And I was like, oh, I got watercolors. Okay, I can do that until supplies come in. And then I opened them and they were empty. All of them. It was very rough.
I'm sorry.
I took the principal into my room. Like, this is my first teaching job ever. And I was like, hey, I'm not sure what happened last year with your art teacher, but like, and then I went to each cabinet one by one and showed her, and she's like, there's nothing in here. And I was like, yeah. She's like, where did it all go from before? I'm like, I have no idea. And then she let me order extra stuff.
You really started your teaching career like trial by fire.
Yeah, I did.
Like that was a hard start.
Yeah.
Like teachers just generally like they burn out because teaching is extremely hard. I imagine that you burn out a little faster when you start from zero.
Yeah, there was nothing, no curriculum, no worksheets for me. Yeah. I had to teach K5.
Oh boy! Yeah.
I had to
made of milk and honey.
Learn how to take apart a clay kiln and fix it myself.
Anyway. Here's to teachers. You know, the official cheer for teachers. Just because they could use it. The timing on that was wild. We have 300 bits from One Weird Cat, who says, in just a couple hours I get to hug my mom for the first time in 4 years. I can't wait to see her in person.
Awesome.
Awesome. Love to hear that. I hope that's a happy reunion.
I get to see mine in November for the first time in almost as long.
Really?
Mm-hmm. We didn't see her during the pandemic.
Oh yeah, the pandemic has been years. I'm like, what? Okay. It's hard. Yeah. Oh, you're right. We get 300 bits from Throwdown. Says, hello, grandparents, chat, and lurkers. If I may, can I get some good vibes for me, my dad, and family? Sunday, my granddad passed away. It sucks because I haven't seen him since pre-pandemic, close to 3 years. Yeah, you can have good vibes. You can have all the good vibes. I know that's got to be hard for you. It's got to be hard for your dad. And actually, yeah, we just mentioned that. Like, the pandemic has been going on for years, and it sucks because it's very typical to have not seen someone since before everything started. And it sucks because if you're in a situation where, you know, like many people, you haven't managed to see someone, then losing someone, the sting is just that much greater. So yeah, good vibes to you, and I wish you and your family and your dad well, because that sucks so much, and I feel awful about that. While I'm grateful that things are starting to open up a little bit, and we're now getting to the point we can like do a little bit more, there's still plenty of people that we haven't had a chance to see.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know. That's hard. It's extremely hard. I wish you well. I really do. We also got 11 months from Shark Stole, 2 months from Laura Sunflora, 28 months from Lindsay86, and 300 bits from River TW says, can I just say how bizarre it is that I now have a job that lets me watch breakfast streams live now? So wait, you have a job that aligns from a schedule perspective?
Probably.
Or you have a job that on the clock allows you to just watch breakfast stream? I mean, they're both pretty good, but one's definitely better. Icon says, yeah, they get paid to watch the stream. That's a pretty good gig. Oh, Chaz. Yeah. Chaz also gets paid to watch the stream. How about that?
River TW says both.
It's pretty good. I mean, if you do have a position that is like, depending on what your work is, it may just not really matter. You know, like whatever you do for a living, that you can just have a thing. Like that's pretty great. That's pretty great. Well, cool. Watching breakfast stream on the clock. 300 bits from Will Peter just says, I'm the government. I'm the reason nothing works. Well, you're welcome for the reading, writing, and arithmetic. You're welcome, government.
There's a Mystery Science Theater sketch with that.
I don't know a lot of Mystery Science Theater stuff.
I know a lot of it. I've seen almost every episode.
I know, that's been a big...
Maybe not the old KTMA stuff.
Over the years, that's been a big... I feel like that's been a big bonding thing for like you and Chaz. Yeah. Because you both are so familiar with it. Yeah. And I'm only vaguely familiar with it through what I know now. Yeah. And John. Yeah, that's been a bonding thing for Mal and John, too. I like it. I just haven't seen it.
The first school I went to, when I went to Stevens Point, we had a club there, and I became good friends with the person who ran it, and every Thursday he picked 2 episodes and we would watch them back to back, and there'd be snacks. And somehow he got money from the school to, like, make this official and buy snacks.
I mean, that's pretty good.
And actually in the credits for the Kickstarter, he backed it, and so he got his name in the credits, and he decided to put, like, the UWSP MST3K club.
Oh, that's cool.
And I caught it, and I sent him a message, and I was like, Scott, and he goes, yeah, he's like, I really wanted to, like, commemorate.
That's cool.
So.
Yeah, it's a good show. I mean, anytime I've ever watched it, it's real good. And these days, people are probably more familiar with Riff Tracks, which is also good.
Or the Netflix version.
Or the Netflix version of Mystery Science Theater. Yeah, that's right. It came back. 3 Bits from the Reload says, another reason high schools are awful, most of the special needs teachers there weren't trained, which adds to a lot of trauma.
Coffee!
That's not ideal. There were positions in my school that were not, let's say, we're just not perfect.
Yeah.
We didn't have a guidance counselor.
I never saw my guidance counselor except one time.
And then one time, we had a guidance counselor from another school. Like, they left a school, and they were a guidance counselor at that school, and then they came to our school, and they taught science. Anyway, 300 Bits and Platinum Pikachu says, update on my PhD thesis. Over the weekend, the examiner signed off on the changes I made and recommended the university to award me the doctorate. The feeling of having finished it is as sweet as sugar.
That's awesome.
Good work. Good work. That's got to feel great.
Yeah.
That's got to feel real good. Well, you know, that was over the weekend. Enjoy your week. You just get to kind of like bask in that a little bit. I think that's a worthwhile thing to bask in. Also, a follow-up to that previous message. I had a teacher at about age 8, I can't remember exactly, who told my parents I wouldn't really achieve anything. I like to think I proved them wrong. What a clown. You can do anything you put your mind to.
I hear from a lot of people that their art teacher ruined art for them.
Oh, in a more general sense, your blank teacher ruined blank for you.
My English teacher ruined writing for me.
Right? Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah. Oh, everyone's got a story like that where they're like, oh, I kind of like this thing. And then, you know, their teacher's like, you'll never do any... And they're like, I don't like this thing anymore.
Yeah.
Don't like this thing anymore. I had a bad math teacher. Because I was never, like, awful at math.
Yeah.
But then I started to get kind of bad at math. And I had...
There was probably a concept along the way you missed.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, you just didn't get it, or you missed a day, and it probably...
Well, what happened...
Started to kind of be like dominoes.
We did pre-algebra, then geometry... Then algebra, whatever. And like in pre-algebra, I was struggling.
Yeah.
I was like, but I had a good teacher, but I was struggling. And then when I got to geometry, I had a bad teacher, who did not. It was like I was having a hard time keeping up, and it was like, well, that's not my fault. Good luck. And as a result, I just kind of rebelled against the whole idea of math. I was like, oh, forget it. I don't need to know this. And then I was really screwed. Then math was bad.
Put it on your taco, Tiny Eddie Super Bowl Isle Pies.
That was Bits Versace. Eddie, we're getting depressed. Please give us a snack to feel better. Please don't try to kill us. Too late. Super
Super boil?
I'm trying to add combine bowl and oil. Super boil pies.
Ew.
Super Bowl. That is hard to say.
Super Bowl oil pies.
Do it again.
Super Bowl oil pies.
One more time.
Super Bowl oil pies.
You're starting to slip. Super Bowl oil pie. Super Bowl. Super. Oh God. Thermodynamics. Super Bowl. Super Bowl oil pie. Super Bowl.
You have concerns.
Super Bowl. Super Bowl.
Super Bowl oil pies.
Super Bowl oil pies.
Look at this cat, look at you.
He's like, I know you're just tired, but it looks like you're judging me really hard.
Are you judging?
Well, we're not depressed anymore. Now we're just confused at the words that I struggle with. They're from Shy. It says, is this coming through first? This is coming through first. Hold on.
Rush Reboot and Nice Nick Valentine team up to hunt down Joker, who's hiding in post-nuclear Earth.
Definitely heard 3. That's a bit from the Thrill Of. It says, hey, what game should we play while thinking about kicking traumatizing teachers' butts? Guybrush 3 Wood and Nick Valentine team up to hunt down Joker, who's hiding in post-nuclear Earth. Is Batman there, or no?
No.
Just Guybrush Threepwood and... Oh, sorry, I missed this. Nice Nick Valentine. Because as we know, Nick Valentine is usually not nice. Seemed like a nice guy to me. Anyway. Even after the bombs fall, Joker will still be around. Good to know. We had 300 bits from Shy. Says, my high school has a huge cross-country program, but we also had pretty extensive music programs, so the arts were not neglected that much. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, it's always a situation of your mileage may vary.
Yeah.
Because in some places, the arts are appreciated, and that's great. That's great because it gives people that lean in that direction a place to stretch their legs and hone their abilities and find something that they truly enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
In my school, you had to take an elective, and the only elective was choir. Therefore, you had to take choir. That was the only
Spanish wasn't an
choice.
elective?
No.
You had to take Spanish?
You had to take Spanish.
Take
no, sorry. Let me rephrase this. You had to have a language, and the only language was Spanish. So you had to take Spanish. Anyway, choir was great. I hated it. 300 bits from Adrian, who says, just got off a phone call with a housing app person. First time I'm able to do an actual housing application since the end of last year and not just be put on a wait list. Requesting good vibes. Have, WoW? Sure, let's go with WoW.
Good vibes.
Wow. Yeah, good vibes. I hope that works out. It is good to be, you know, working on an application instead of just being on a wait list. So yeah, that's good. Oh my god. My choir. I'll try and do a singy song. I am singing for the choir. I will be doing this just by the wire. I will sing and sing so strong. I can keep the song going all day long. They didn't like it when in the middle of the song I would go yeah, but they couldn't fire me because what other elective was I gonna take? That's choir, by the way. Foster says, as a former choir kid, that's pretty good. Choir, ladies and gentlemen.
I did not take choir.
Lucky you. I didn't even dislike choir, but the fact that there was no options, because for half of 1 year, we had drama. And I took drama, and I was like, I love drama. This is great. There was like, we did exercises where you did improv.
Yeah.
And it was great, and I excelled at it, and it was awesome. And then that teacher left, and then the only option was choir.
Them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's cool. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, Grabobly, thank you for allowing me to do that, whatever that was. 6 months from Star Wars Trekkie. Appreciate it. And an Eddie.
Take the fastest dogs like to go by Tiny Eddie's Swamp Metal Rolls.
They're metal rolls, but they've been soaking.
In the swamp? So they're not rusty. Wait, no, they would be rusty.
So they would be. I was going to say, so they're not as hard, but that's not how that works. Maybe this is a very light form of aluminum. We got 1,000 bits from Cajun Sensei 29. It says, morning, everyone. By pure coincidence, I am also moving to a different state this week. Good vibes to you guys, and hope everything goes well.
Good vibes to you.
Yeah, same to you. Same to you. It sucks.
Yeah.
It just sucks. There's not real... Like, I'm not trying to discount the fact that there's a part of it that is exciting.
Oh, yeah.
There's a part that's exciting. It is completely overshadowed and overwhelmed by the amount of suckage that the moving process entails. So I hope that we both...
Once we don't have to worry about this place anymore, it'll probably be better.
Yeah.
Like the stuff in this house, and the cleaning of this house.
Yeah.
And the... everything.
Yeah. It'll get better. And like every box you pack is one less box you have to pack. But it does still suck. But don't worry, it goes by so fast when you're chomping down on swamp metal rolls. 300 bits from Legend of Genji says, hey Mal, I know it's been over 10 years, but are you still a cocoon?
Yes.
Good to know.
It's Lost Woods, but everything's rubber. What will clapping Johnny Cage do?
I'm surprised Johnny Cage got to clap if everything's rubber. 1,000 bits from Valix Butterfly. No message, just the game. Lost Rubber Woods. Everything is rubber. But not everyone's probably familiar with Johnny Cage. It's a character from Mortal Kombat.
I was gonna say, it's a fighting game.
Yeah!
But I couldn't remember which one.
Yeah.
The squeakiest woods.
Johnny Cage. So when I think I filled out like, I'm gonna say like 98%. Like 98% of the characters. Like I came up with the character list of like what the thing can draw from for characters. And I remember there's definitely some I put in there that Chaz was like, no one's gonna know who that is. And I was like, that's not true. I know who it is. Johnny Cage is definitely on that list of like, who was that one?
Kepler's really tired.
He had such
Were you up all night?
What were you doing? He had
to pack his toys.
Oh.
It takes him longer because he doesn't have thumbs to work the tape gun.
Why didn't you use thumbs?
He doesn't have any.
You gotta get some.
Well, he kind of has thumbs, but they're not useful.
They're not. Yeah, they're not very helpful. It's really just extra fingers.
His eyes are just shut.
He's just such a sweet boy. He really is tired.
Move your hand.
You can get a photo. You can cat tax.
He's like just asleep with his head up.
He's a sweet boy. He's very tired this morning. He must have had a little adventure. Maybe he is playing in unboxes. You don't know. We'll post cat tax so you can see Kepi's little face. Oh, sweet boy. Oh, sweet boy. Anyway. 300 bits from Will Peters. It says, RiffTrax now has a Jackbox-style video game on all current consoles. Yeah, I saw that. Mm-hmm. I haven't had a chance to play it. There's my boy.
He just sleeping.
He's just so tired. I haven't had a chance to play it, but it's the same. It's the exact. I actually looked into it. It's the exact same game, really, as what's the game? Use Your Words, I think was
that
the game.
Right.
Use Your Words. It's like the same. It's made by the same people. It's literally the same game, but it's like has some new prompt stuff in it, and then also there's a button where the Rift Tracks guys just answer for you. So it's very similar to that game. We get 300 bits from Sansi says, "Are they lesser?" I think it got tweaked. I
heard it got tweaked.
I think it got tweaked. I hope it got tweaked. It probably got tweaked. Then from Item Crafting Live says, soup or bowl? Like I was like, don't you normally put soup in a bowl? Oh, here's a good question.
Give me my soup.
Scalding your hands. Ah, thank you.
If only there was a better way.
You go to a fancy restaurant and your soup is served in 100 spoons. It comes out on a platter and you just...
Stout did this thing called, I don't know, it had something to do about bowls. And all the ceramic students for the semester would make bowls, and then they put them in like this charity thing, and you would buy it at like they had soup, and you'd buy a bowl made by one of the artists, and then you'd have soup, and then you'd get to keep the bowl, and the money went back into the art program. That's Stout.
Oh, that's kind of neat. You wind up with a really cool bowl. I want cobalt. No.
Cobalt? You don't want cobalt.
Cobalt.
It's toxic. It's a heavy metal.
I think if I just include the word bowl,
You struggle.
I just Super Bowl-olopath.
Okay, stop talking.
30 bits from Macintosh PC. Kepi was still looking suspiciously at Steven. He must think Dad sounds like a yak. I mean, that's how I sound most of the time, so it shouldn't be too suspicious.
No.
No.
He's just tired.
Yeah, it's too early for Kep today. He was up late working on something, and now he's resting. 3 from Shy says, my first year of college was really rough for me. I was put on academic probation. I met with the department head at that time, and he said, even if I can graduate, no one would ever hire me. Well, frick you, sir. I graduated with a 3.0 average essentially out of spite. I mean, first off, good for you. Second off, I think sometimes doing things out of spite is a good way to get them done. I'm not saying you should go through your entire life with a spiteful nature, but occasionally it's a powerful motivator. It's a very powerful motivator. Someone says you can't do something, you go, I'm sorry? What did you tell me? Well, guess what? It's a powerful motivator. Occasionally, yeah.
Occasionally Chaz is like, you can't do that. And you're like, I'll show Chaz.
It has happened more than once. 300 bits from the Reloader says, as much as talking about the high school stuff reopened bad memories, thank you guys for being there at my worst moments, and Twitch as a whole for helping me with depression and coming to realization about my gender identity. Well, you are, I mean, from our perspective, welcome, and I'm sure from Twitch chat's perspective, you're welcome. We just like to, I don't know, it's nice to have a community, and for folks to feel comfortable here, for one, for like the sense of entertainment and camaraderie and just being able to get through the day, but then also feeling comfortable to be your true self. I think that's, I don't know, there needs to be more places, especially on the internet, like that. So we're glad to try and foster something similar to that here. And then to also occasionally show pictures of Kel, which I think helps.
Yeah.
I think helps everybody. When his eyes are real squinted closed like that, because he's got the white face, he looks like Korin from Dragon Ball. You gonna give me a sensu bean? You are very tired. 300 bits from Will Peters with the Riff Her star rating. Something's wrong with that bunny.
Was that the ice cream bunny?
I think so. 44 months from Air-3K. 400 bits from Valix Butterfly says, I was pretty sure it would be an Eddie, but that's so much better. Sometimes you get one thing, sometimes you get that. 300 bits from Will Peters with the riff Bug Star Rain. There's so many of these.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. 300 from Throwdown, who says, no one knows who Johnny Cage is. Steven knows who Johnny Cage is. Steven is no one. No one is perfect. Steven is perfect. The Da Vinci Code. It's a fun movie. 44 months from Sephiroth 1204. 15 months from the Leaf 473. 33 months from Lugo 44. And 13 months from Bevis Van Rear. Boom.
Boom.
I read the alerts. But wait, why don't you have a Tiny Eddie to celebrate?
Barter your toaster away for some Tiny Eddie's toasty snail munchies.
How are you going to make the
I
snail
love that.
munchies if you barter your toaster away?
Get rid of your toaster and then enjoy some toast.
Toasty.
Toasty. 1000 Bits from Leaf says, good morning and good vibes to everyone. I'd like a quaint Tiny Eddie original, please. So this could be very much real. I mean, escargot is a real thing, and I'm sure there's plenty of people that would not want to eat it, but it's a real thing. You could spread that on the toast. Just put it on a toast. Like on a toast.
I'd rather not throw up this morning.
I've never had escargot.
You didn't try it when Haley had it?
No,
I thought I did.
Yeah, you did too. You said it tasted like butter.
It did.
And I was just like, I don't want to do that now.
I'm rolling the beans.
I see. Yeah, I don't know. Haley was excited. We tried it on the boat.
Yes.
I sometimes still think back to when I was 16. The timing this morning is great. 1600 from Aldo says, no special meaning to this. Just haven't heard this alert in a while. What's one of your I'm not going to say necessarily fondest memory, just like a very prominent memory from when you were 16. Do you have any? He says, not having any of his own.
I don't know anything from that year specifically, but like that part of my life, yeah.
That's fair. Yeah,
Because like I have memories of things, but I don't remember what year of high school it was.
Yeah, everyone associates 16 with driving, and
But you had your license before you were 16.
Yeah, so when I think of like being 16, I think of driving, but it's true. I was driving earlier than that.
Yeah.
But I would say driving. I remember. I just remember my dad. I actually remember the very, very, very first time I drove the car. And my dad taking me to a parking lot and just, telling me to get familiar with it. I remember that actually very vividly and thinking like, oh, I am moving into a new stage of life, and the freedoms that come along with that of being able to like take yourself somewhere. So I remember that and being nervous but excited about it. And then I did a drive, and I did good. I did a good drive.
I remember first driving. I might have been 14. My dad had an Oldsmobile.
He just let you drive it?
Because sometimes we'd drive and go hiking somewhere.
Oh, okay,
So we were going somewhere, and it was like, if you go on Google Maps on some part of the state where there's like nothing, and you do street view on a little road that starts with a letter, because state roads, county roads in Wisconsin start with letters.
Okay.
And there's nothing around but like corn or cranberry bogs or cows. And he pulled off to the side of the road and he said, "Get out." And I was like, "What?"
This is your stop.
He's like, "Get out, you're driving." And we switched seats, and then I drove down a road.
I think when you first start driving, I think like the hardest thing about driving is being very unaware of and this is actually, it's not even just true for just driving. It's true for driving like a new vehicle, like if you get a rental car. Although when you do that, it's brief compared to when you start driving and it takes a while. Knowing where you are in the lane.
Yeah.
Is like I think one of the hardest things for new drivers to get is like, where am I? Where should I be? Am I too close to the right? Am I too close to the left? You know, like, I think that takes a little while before you kind of just like, it's fine, I'm doing fine. But sometimes you rent a car and the car, in my mom's words, feels like a boat. She'd be like, this car drives like a boat. And there's been times I've been in a car like that, and I'm like, God, I feel like I'm touching the lines, you know? But yeah, that's a hard thing to get used to. Anyway. Vagabond says, has she ever driven a boat? Definitely not. So I don't know.
But didn't they go, like, fishing and boating when she was little?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I mean, I don't think she drove the boat.
Driving a boat is easy, though. Because, like, I've driven a boat.
I mean, maybe she drove the boat.
Like,
yeah.
My mom had a boat, and we'd go boating, and they'd be like, you want to try?
Yeah, in my mother's youth, her family had a little boat of some sort, because they went out and did boat stuff on the lake or something. So yeah, there was a boat. I don't know that she... Anyway, that's an expression. I don't think it's her expression. This is an expression. Anyway, where was I? 3 months from Mountain Mermaid. 500 bits from Will Peters with the riff Yeti. Star Rain. Look at that face. 45 months from Crazy DK. 300 from Arpiga says, I vividly remember failing the vision test part of my driver's permit test. I learned I was, apparently, very nearsighted. I had been told for years by school vision tests that I had 20/20 vision. Oh no! So my question for you would be, how wild was it? Because I presume that you then went to like an optometrist and then you got treated for that. You got glasses. Like, how wild was it then getting the glasses and being like, oh my God, like I can see better. Because like I went through that whenever I was in. Arpiga says, "Oh, it was insane." Because like
it's like I can see tree branches.
When
everything felt so sharp.
I went through that in 2nd grade. You know, where your vision is not doing great, but you're not sure because when you're in your own, like, you don't know how other people perceive the world. You're just like, huh, that's just, that's the amount of distance that things are blurry. That's blurry. So it's weird to hear about someone like hitting that like later in life, because I remember in 2nd grade like going to the eye doctor and then getting the glasses and be like, oh my God.
See, that happened to me. I was in 6th grade.
Yeah.
My science teacher noticed I was squinting to look at the projector and sent me to the nurse who did a vision test and then had to call my parents and be like, yeah, she needs glasses.
In, yeah, in okay, as I recall it, I needed glasses in 1st grade. But it was not until 2nd grade that I ended up getting them. But it was I was always the tallest person in the class, and they just always put me in the back of the class. Because they're like, oh, tall people in the back. And I'm like, first off, that doesn't make any sense. We're all sitting. Second off, I spent like the entire year just going. And when I'm like, I can't see you, we're like, well, you're tall. So you don't get to. And then whenever I finally, went to the eye doctor and I got glasses, like, oh my God, I can see. And of course
your
my eyes
are so much worse than mine too.
Of course my eyes were gonna be shot. I was sitting in the back seat with an original Game Boy in the dark, trying to play like Link's Awakening. Trying to wait for like a passing streetlight to be like, oh, okay. Like, your eyes are gonna be screwed. And mine were very early on. Anyway, there's a
How tall were you in 1st grade?
Oh Lord, I don't know. I was Every year of my life, I was the tallest person in class, usually by a great margin.
I was going to ask how much of a margin.
Oh, it was always, like, not even close. There's I can't remember the guy now, but there's a guy that does web comics, and some of them are animated. It's just like a comic strip, but it's animated. Someone will get the name. But Zach something? I don't know.
Yeah.
And there's it's like Gorfskus, Zach Gorfskus, Gorbachev. I don't remember the name. Anyway, there's a comic that he did that is someone sitting in the back seat with a Game Boy and the passing streetlights is how he's... And I was like, that's me! That's why I have these! It's great. Zach Galifianakis. When Zach Galifianakis made animated comics... I think it's Gorman. I think it's Zach Gorman. I think that's the name. You don't have to look it up. You're going to. Okay. I can't stop you. It's fine.
Oh, I was on the hurricane site.
Where were we? Yeah, it's Zach Gorman. We got there. 300 Bits My Hilo says, West Coaster here. Morning, Stephen and Mel. Hope you're all doing well. Best of luck with, you know, Waves Arms. Yeah, it's going.
It's going.
It's, well, I mean, you can, it's clearly.
Things are going.
It's clearly
away
going.
from this house.
Yeah. I don't know. I have worries. I have some worries. I'm trying not to let my worries get to me. I do have them. I'm trying not to let them get to me. We are having movers move things in the house tomorrow. And that is good, because there are some things that are large and heavy and do not fit in the Subaru.
And the Costco disease makes it hard.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you think sneezing is bad. There's been some times I've been moving things around and I've been like, oh, I am not well. But making it work, but yeah. So one of the ways that we did things, okay. Let me finish alerts and then I'll tell this little story and then we'll wrap for the stream, because I need to have a clean slate to explain. We have 300 bits from Charhutch, who says, I didn't get my first pair of glasses until college, and I still remember how vivid and bright everything was. I'm still mad I had to go through all of school not seeing clearly. So you had to wait even longer. See, yeah, this was something that well, okay, I have a question for anyone that got glasses later in life. Let's define later in life as past middle school. So if you were in high school or later and you got glasses, did your parents have glasses?
Yes.
Because, you know, both of my parents were glasses, so my parents kind of knew from an early age that, like, my eyes were probably going to be in trouble. And then they were in trouble, but also it was much worse because I did things to just completely destroy them. Lots of yeses. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's wild to me, to anyone that managed to get to high school. That's the part that's like, that's a long time. It depends on how bad your eyes are, right? Because if your eyes are bad, but they're not so bad that, like, you can't operate heavy machinery, you know, then maybe I guess you could get through it, but, like, if your eyes are real bad, it's like, how did you do it?
I feel like most of our friends
He
have
says,
glasses.
I didn't know any better, which is fair. Yeah, most of our friends do have glasses.
There's only one person I know of offhand who doesn't need them.
Who doesn't need them?
Josh.
Josh. Yeah. Josh doesn't need... Yeah, that's true. Good job, Josh. You got them good genes. Good for Jepson. Thirty from Go Major says, I wore glasses since 4th grade, but didn't seem to help me see farther, just a bit sharper. And every year I needed new ones. Turns out I had a degenerative eye disease called keratoconus. Or keratoconus. Oh. Well, I'm glad that you at least figured that out. Sometimes just knowing things is like the most important part. I am getting a foot cramp that is really bad. You are going to have to move. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Someone said Josh has perfect vision because Josh is perfect.
That adds up.
Yeah.
That adds up. I believe that. Does Emil wear glasses? He definitely does. But why? Does he have does he wear contacts?
His vision is pretty good. He uses them to drive.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. So his eyes are just a little bad. He didn't hold the Game Boy as long.
Yeah.
I see. 300 bits from Diddy Eggs, who says, it's sad to see you two and Kep leave our state. So from all of the South Carolina viewers, be safe and we'll miss you. Fun fact, I've always kind of liked North Carolina more. They have something called seasons, I think? Well, they have more. See, and I guess it depends where you live, right? Because North Carolina geographically is fairly diverse. There's parts of it that are a little mountainous. Although I guess there's parts of South Carolina that are mountainous too. Way west. Way over yonder. Yeah, I mean, my parents still live here, so I'm going to be back.
Good morning, Carly.
Yes, Carl. We'll wrap soon. We'll wrap soon so you can walk the dog.
Give Sadie pets.
I can hear things in Carly's voice.
I know.
I'm sorry that we've taken so much of your time. Forgot that this was your show. That you get to dictate how long it is. We'll wrap up very quickly so you can walk the dog.
It's hot out. I have to walk her before it gets hot.
Okay. Oh, real quick, I wanted to talk about the thing I was going to talk about.
Okay.
God, my feet. I need to ingest bananas.
We have none.
I have foot cramps in both feet and toe cramps on each foot in different toes. Like, I have simultaneously, 3 or 4 toe cramps and 2 feet cramps. What is going on? Holy crap. What the heck is happening to my feet? Oh my God. I'm going to try and put them as flat as possible. We need bananas. Oh my God. What is going on with my feet?
We have some frozen bananas.
Jesus Christ. My toes are all like this. Oh, that's uncomfortable. That's really not a good. Okay, real quick. So I said tomorrow we have movers coming, and they are moving the bulk of the furniture. And this might not surprise you, because of all of the different things that we have and the delicate nature of it, we elected to move a lot of our own stuff. And there's actually a vlog coming out today, and it'll be the last vlog for a while, where we actually rent a truck and move things. And we moved basically video games. That's it. And actually, that'll give you some extra context for that vlog, because I don't think we say that. But, everything you see in that vlog, every single thing is video games. We rented a 26-foot truck, which was a little big, for video games. Because I didn't want movers to move that. I wanted to move that.
Yeah.
So I wanted to deal with it. Then we loaded it up, and then we had room, because of course we did, so then we moved some furniture too. It would have been better to have had more stuff ready, but we were not ready, so we just moved what we could. So yeah, we've done that, and then we had plenty of other stuff that I was like, I really don't want movers to move this. Really want to move this ourselves. So we've actually taken multiple trips to move stuff ourselves. And it sucks, but also I could not, I can't do it any other way. I just can't. I can't be like, well, here's all of our equipment. Move it. I can't. So we've been making some progress, but it's been a pain because we've actually been back and forth a lot, multiple times a week.
We also had to clean the new place.
Yeah, not much, but a little bit.
It was sawdusty.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish gas wasn't as expensive as it was right now.
Yeah.
But the Subaru does better on gas than the Escape ever did. And to get there and back is about $20 in gas.
Which is cheaper than renting a truck and filling its huge tank with more gas.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where, like, certainly our time, I'm sure, is worth something. And we can't work when we're driving there and back. But at least it's, you know, it's happening. Yeah, $20. So, like, the car does really... one of the things I've never done until recently... It might be 20 to 25. Let's say 20 to 25, but no more than 25 to get there and back. One of the things I did recently, because I was just super curious, is that the car will tell you, like, the average miles per gallon that it's getting. And for a normal, like, everything, like city driving, highway driving, whatever.
Its entire average.
The entire average, because I, like, leave it run for all the time, is about, like, 32 miles per gallon, which is good. It's better than the Escape. But the other day I was like, I was really curious what it is just on the interstate. So I reset it while I was just on the interstate, and it exceeded 40, which of course it does. It's always going to be better on the interstate. But like, I was really surprised. There were times it got up to like 45 miles per gallon. I was like, oh, that's really good. So I'm glad we're not in the Escape, because it would probably cost us twice as much.
Yeah.
to do it. And also there's the whole risk of the car just breaking down because it did that.
So glad we got rid of that car.
Well, it was time. It was time. We got many years out of it, and it was time. An anonymous gifter gifted a sub to Tabercat. That's Carly, who is ready to walk the dog. 500 bits of Statman, who says, welcome to North Carolina. The Triangle's a great area to live, and I hope you enjoyed living there. Good luck with the move.
Thanks.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We're looking forward to exploring, and once we get situated a little bit, I'm probably going to do a vlog that asks folks to recommend things to mostly eat in the Triangle area, because there's a lot there, and narrowing it down would be great. We got 300 bits from Diddy Eggs, who says, no joke, when I moved a few years ago, we moved most of our stuff and cut a lot of the cost, and that was during Hurricane Florence. Yeah, I mean, so there's some things we just can't move, right? Like, we can't move things in the Subaru. We would have to rent a truck. And because the things that really made me, like, go for movers, like, decide that we are definitely going to do this, is the fact that we have to move a refrigerator, a washer, a dryer,
and our bed.
And our bed. Those things are like, I don't want to do that.
I have loved the purple mattress.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to be. I don't
but
want to
it
have
is
to do that.
heavy. It is so heavy.
And then the other thing that plays into it is that a lot of our furniture goes upstairs in the new house, and I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't. If we hire movers, like, all of the billies, the bookshelves will probably be going upstairs. So, like, it would be a lot better if the movers just like, where's this going? Go upstairs, and they go, okay.
I thought your new place had a washer and dryer. Circle Not Squared says it does. We bought ours here, and we're not gonna switch them because that's too much to haul new ones up and then down and that. Yeah. But we're gonna keep ours for a little bit for some reasons and maybe sell it there.
Yeah. Correct. It also comes with a fridge.
Yeah.
But we'll just have a fridge. It'll be the garage fridge.
Yeah, we can freeze more stuff.
It's true. Okay.
Now Carly can go
now
walk
Carly
Sadie.
can walk the dog. All right. Next breakfast stream will probably still be here, but it'll be even crazier than this because this equipment will probably be gone. So
Yeah.
it'll probably be me just wandering around the living room with nothing in the house at all, except like a laptop. Probably. If it takes place in the new place, something's gone terribly right, and I doubt that's going to happen.
Yeah.
So we will instead... It'll probably be here, but it'll be real weird. It'll be the weirdest one ever. Still planning on streaming Friday, though, at the new place, and I don't know how that's going to go at all, but...
Pay attention to Twitter.
Yeah. Pay attention to Twitter. Why is this boy online? We don't raid in the mornings.
Dragon Quest 2.
Why is he streaming? Why is he streaming in the morning? Why is he streaming? Why are you streaming in the morning? Alright. Thomas is streaming. He's playing Dragon Quest. I'm letting you know. If you still want something to watch, you can watch Thomas stream Dragon Quest. Super Bowl pause. That was close. All right, y'all have a wonderful day. I'm not gonna raid. Just it's an unofficial raid. You could go see Thomas if you want, and we'll see you. Whenever that Thursday. We'll see you Thursday.